It is time once again for the TBR jar. You wanna help me pick my TBR? You wanna help? Hi, my bookish besties. Okay, you can sit here, but we gotta do our intro. Yeah, we gotta do our intro. Hello, my bookish besties, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Adrienne, this here is Mustang, and we like to read a little bit, but yap quite a lot of bit. It is somehow time, once again, to pick our monthly TBR. I will be super honest, my June TBR and we weren't vibing apparently because I barely read it. But that is okay, not a serious, have-to-do list. But anywho, one moment. I don't really have anything specific this month I want to read. I will say I am kind of in the mood to continue some series. I want to get back into my Cassandra Clare journey. I want to get back to Brandon Sanderson. I just read, spoiler alert for my June wrap-up, but I did just read the first book in The Faithful and the Fallen. So I have book 2 here. This is Valor by John Gwynne. I kind of, like I said, I'm just kind of in the mood to continue some series right now. Or maybe like The Bright Years by Sarah DeMoff. I kind of want series and general fiction. But anywho, let's see what the TBR jar thinks. This first prompt. Longest book. Well, I'm not even going to look at anything else. I already know what it is. Let me grab it. Naturally, it's the very bottom of the stack. I am like almost 100% confident that Rhythm of War is going to be the longest book on my TBR, besides When in Truth, but I have to read this before I can read that. But anywho, it's like the universe heard me saying I want to get back into Brandon Sanderson, and it said, here girl, here's the longest book you're ever going to read in your life. Good luck. But that does mean Rhythm of War is the first official book on the TBR. It's so long and scary, isn't it? No. It's okay. It's gonna be okay. Okay, so this is what I want, but I will admit now the rest of the TBR we're going to pray to God is shorter / easier reads. Let's see what's next. Okay, let's do this one. It says a random generator. Let's do number generator. I cannot find my phone though. Hello? Okay, I'm just gonna tell Google to pick a number between 1 and 100 and we'll count. 86, so BRB. It picked number 86, right? I have 85 books sitting right here next to me. Do I go over there and just like count? I have like a little above my bookshelf, I have like a little TBR like between some bookends. Number 86 would technically be the next Cassandra Clare. Universe, are you working with me or against me right now, girl? Because technically, book number 86, if we continue the count with those, is City of Fallen Angels, which is the next book I have to read in my Cassandra Clare journey. Let me go grab it. The next book we are going to be adding to the TBR is my book 4 in the Mortal Instruments. That's crazy. Okay, well, that's crazy. Let's pick prompt number 3. It's a lot of words. What's that say? Read from an author you would want to meet. Ooh, this is a really interesting prompt. Let me think. Because some of my authors here I have actually read, or I've met them before. I've also read them before. So I'm like, do I pick someone I would want to re-meet? Okay, I've pulled 2 books for this. One's a little cheeky, but the first one is John Gwynne. This, like I mentioned, is book 2 in the Faithful and the Fallen series. There's 4. It's a series, I guess. I have seen so many videos of fans meeting him, and he just seems so nice and like genuinely such a cool dude. Like, and then the cheeky answer is Broken Dove, this by Danny Francis. Who the heck are you? I could meet you and figure that out. That would be crazy. And both of these, like I mentioned in the beginning of this video, do meet my requirement to continue series. This one, I just finished Malice, so I'm kind of like, could I wait? But I do feel like it's one of those series that the longer I wait, the more confused I'm gonna get. It took me forever to read Malice because I was just kind of confused, to be honest. But then Broken Dove is one of my most anticipated releases of the year, so it does kind of make sense for me to read this ASAP because I have been super excited to read it. Which one do I think has potential to get read anyways? / which one do I think could be picked for a different prompt? So if I pick this one, my friend Josh and I could talk about it, but he is currently reading Valor, so I think I'm going to put Broken Dove because I have been meaning to get to this for like several weeks now since it released, and we are going to hope that maybe Valor can come at a later prompt. Or maybe I'll just pick it up because I want to. We already have 3 books on our TBR. I think I'm only going to do 2 more because we have 3 kind of long fantasy so far. Let's hope maybe we get like a free pick or maybe something that'll let us get a shorter romance. Okay, one just fell out. Let's do this one, and then I will do the one I pulled as our last prompt. A book with chapter titles. Ooh! Okay. I'm gonna check the bright ears. This is what I kind of am in the mood to read. Oh no, it's not chapter titles. It's just like the chapters are like years. So can't count that one. Let's see if Phoebe Berman's gonna lose it. Again, this is one I'm probably gonna read anyways. It's one of my book club's picks, but if I could get it on the TBR, that'd be amazing. Oh no, no chapter titles. Boo, bummer, bummer, bummer. Okay, What's something else? Does Valor? It technically does because it says like the person's POV, but I don't think that counts. What about this one? Annie Knows Everything. Nope. This is my like short list here of books that I kind of want to get to sooner rather than later. Nope. Again, this is like the John Gwynne book. They're chapter names as in like whose POV it is, but not chapter titles. Okay, come on, Jade City. Chapter titles. This is a very strong contender, but I already have so much fantasy on the TBR. That is definitely a strong contender, though. I've been wanting to get to this ASAP recently. Let me check a couple of others, just to be sure. Okay, this one, no. I'm gonna check this romance, please. Please, romance, I need you. Ugh, once again, it's just the person's POV name. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Jade City on the TBR. This is a book that I currently have on Kindle because I'm testing out Kindle Unlimited right now. So this could be a good option for later in the month when I have some travel coming up. So, also, like I mentioned, a TBR is just a want to read list. There's no rules saying I have to read it if I get busy. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put Jade City by Fonda Lee on the TBR. Okay, I'm going to put the prompt back in the jar that fell out last time because I think it's way more fun to shuffle it. Let's see what potentially our last prompt is going to be. I want this one. Sorry, prompt that fell out. A book that fits the current season. I think I'm going to go ahead and put my June Book of the Month pick on the TBR. This is called Summer's Never Over. I believe it's like a thriller about a summer camp, but I can't exactly remember the synopsis. It says, someone knows the truth about that summer. 5 years ago, Greer Olson left her family's summer camp in the secluded mountains of Georgia after an idyllic summer had turned into a nightmare and ended with a friend and fellow counselor dead. Losing vibrant and charismatic Steph shattered everything, and Greer vowed she'd never return. When her mother dies and Greer finds herself back at Dread's Grove, surrounded by the people she was closest to in that intense summer, including Margot, Steph's best friend. Greer and Margot didn't leave things on the best of terms, but now Margot needs her. Margot never believed that Steph's death in that horrific fire was an accident, and she's on the trail of an explosive discovery that Steph took to her grave. Greer has to make a choice: keep the Cove secret and her own, or finally confront what really happened. So this sounds like it's a kind of like murder mystery about a person who dies during this accident at a summer camp. I don't really know much beyond that. I haven't really seen anyone talking about it, but like I said, it was my June pick of the month for my book of the month box, and I think a thriller could be the perfect thing to kind of palate cleanse this crazy fantasy TBR we have going on. But anywho, these are the 5 books I am hopefully going to be getting to in the month of July. July is going to be a pretty busy month for me, so will we actually get through the over 1,000 pages of Rhythm of War and these other books? I don't know. Stay tuned for my July wrap up and some upcoming reading vlogs to see what reading we get up to. But anywho, thank you so much for watching today's video. Let me know down in the comments below, what books do you have on your July TBR and what books did you read in June? And without further ado, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys!